Welcome to Wise Women Wednesday for Brava Women Networking. Today we've got Carolyn Smith of Inspired Fitness. She has been a personal trainer for 22 years, but training herself for over 30. She's passionate about sharing health and fitness with others so they can lead an optimal life. Her wish is for you all to be proactive about living your best life and prioritising yourself now so you don't say, if only. As a sole business operator, it's easy to let your health and fitness slide, citing you don't have time because you have to work as you need more clients or your family needs you. But Caroline can attest that if you don't look after yourself, stress will kick in and you will become ill, therefore no good to anyone. What happens then? She has 3 key areas for you to work on and that don't need hours of dedication. Over to you, Caroline.
All right, thanks for having me. So today's theme is also going to be spring into fitness. So yeah, it's getting warmer. We've got daylight saving hitting. So now's the time to get out and start exercising a little bit more. So I'm going to give you some tips on, how to get started and then also how to stay motivated, because I find that that's probably the hardest thing for a lot of people. So they might sort of get started, do a few things here and there, and then they fall off the wagon. Okay. So to get started, I think it's good to set some goals. So what do you actually want to achieve? Because if you don't have that goal and it has to have, a time frame even, then you've got nothing to work towards. So that's why you're not going to stay motivated. So yeah, that's the first thing, is having that clear set goal. All right. So whether it's, losing weight, just being able to get up a flight of stairs and not be puffed, playing with grandkids, not having, a sore back, whatever it is. So choose that first. All right. Then you need to start slowly. So if you're a beginner, then don't say I'm going to go and run a marathon. I mean, you can, but again, you've got to start slowly with baby steps. Okay. So you might, get a buddy as well and then do it together, because that way you'll help stay accountable to each other and help to motivate each other. And you also, you might be at different levels, and so that you can help each other. Maybe you're sort of going to try and set a competition between the two of you. All right. And you can even, actually, there's an app that you can put money on. So if you, I can't remember the name of it. I'll find it. And anyway, and you can put your goal in, and you can say, if I don't achieve this goal, then I'm going to owe this amount of money, and it might be to a charity or something like that. So that's actually something that can help keep you accountable. But yeah, so anyway, start slowly, and then increase your intensity and your regularity as you go along. So you might just start with doing 2 or 3 sessions a week, or it might even just be walking every day. And then you might get to that next level. Choose an activity that you actually enjoy. Now, in saying that, I'm going to put a disclaimer in there, because everyone needs resistance training, whether it's body weight, weights, resistance bands, whatever you're choosing to add. You need to do resistance training at least twice, preferably 3 times a week. So I try and do at least 1 to 2 body weight sessions and 2 weight sessions for me, plus my cardio. So, some places, some sites are different that might say, maybe 50% cardio, 50% weights. But choose something that fits into those categories that you like. Because if you don't enjoy it, let's say you find a buddy and they say, hey, I want to do that half marathon, and you're like, bugger that, I don't like running, then find a different buddy, because you're not going to stick to it, even if you do have the buddy. All right. And then you have to create a plan. And this is key. If you don't schedule it in as the most important part of your day, then other things will come up. All right. So I have my schedule and I put it in my diary every day what my workout's going to be. And it's something different every day because I like the variety, and the variety is the spice of life. Okay, that's what keeps me motivated. I'm not doing the same thing all the time. So, and whether it might be something like putting the music on and dancing around the house for 10 minutes. That could be your warm-up, or maybe that's your whole workout. So choose something that's going to be achievable for you, all right? So it's like when we set our business goals, we've got this huge goal that we want to achieve, but we've re-engineered it and we've broken it down into these tiny little chunks. So it's the same with your exercise, all right? And that's the whole reason I created my Fit in 15 ebook. So 15-minute workouts for the busy people. And I say, if you can't fit 15 minutes in your day, you've got bigger problems. All right. So yeah, I think your health is the most important thing in your life. So, treat your workouts like that. That's what's going to get you healthy and fitter. Have the right gear. Now, you don't need a lot of gear at home. It needs a couple of sets of dumbbells or some resistance bands, and a mat, and get going. You can use an app, if you like. Join a group like mine, okay? So if you need a little bit of guidance and accountability, get a personal trainer, me or Viv, whatever, join someone's group. And that way you've got inspiration and motivation from all the other people that are around you. So they're going to support you as well. And they're going to help, with your little journey. But also have the right exercise gear, and you don't have to spend a lot. You can go to, Kmart. Actually, Kmart, I recommend if you want to get some exercise equipment. And yeah, clothing, go to Kmart. But otherwise, I've got some really good recommendations. I use Happy Healthy Fitness, best pants ever. But you don't have to pay a lot of money to, all right. Then the other thing is, as I mentioned about mixing it up. So don't do the same things all the time. Then make sure you do a warm up and a cool down. So I'm all about stretching, but stretch at the end. You don't have to stretch at the start, but you do need to limber up and get that blood flowing before you start your workout. You might need to consult a health professional. Maybe, you need to see a physio or an osteo or your doctor before you start. So that's something to consider as well. All right. You need to stay hydrated. So whether you do your workout first thing in the morning, the first thing I do when I get up is actually have water and my Juice Plus. But yeah, so, I'm getting hydrated and I'm getting nutrients into my body as soon as I get up in the morning, because that's the simplest and easiest thing that you can do. You've just gone 8 hours without water, or probably more. So you need to rehydrate. And our bodies are like 70% water, so they need lots of water for the muscles to work, for the organs to work, for everything to work, and for us to have nice, healthy, glowing skin. Once you've got those goals, put a reward at the end, all right, as well. So maybe you're going to say, I'm going to go and get that facial or that massage, or I'm going to go on a holiday, whatever reward you want to give yourself for actually achieving that goal. And then visualize those goals. So visualize yourself that you've actually achieved it, what you're going to look like, what you're going to feel like, what you're going to get out of it, how it's going to make you feel. You might need to do some education. Maybe you need to learn a little bit more about, the right foods to eat to fuel your body, to get the nourishment, to get the nutrients, to make sure that, you can recover. And that's where sleep comes in as well. our bodies repair and regenerate overnight while we're sleeping. They actually burn fat while we're sleeping. So that's where it's important to get those 8 hours sleep. If you're not getting that, then that can be detrimental to your results that you might want to achieve. So you might want to look into how much sleep you're getting as well. Consistency. All right. So no one ever went on a diet 1 day a week and lost weight, I'm sure. You can't work out 1 day a week and expect to get fit. It just doesn't work like that. And we all know that in our businesses, you know, we have to do things every day, and that will help you create that habit. Okay. So also then remind yourself of your why as you're going along. Maybe you need to, as part of that visualization, have a picture of the goal at the end. Maybe you've got photos of yourself when you were slimmer or fitter, or when you were doing an activity and you're like, yeah, you know, I actually want to get on water skis again, or whatever it might be. I want to climb a mountain. So have that picture up on your wall to say that that's what you want to achieve. And then you might need to practice self-compassion. So, you know, for people that fall off the wagon, especially when people say they go on a diet and they last a week and then go, oh no, I ate that massive pizza the other night, then don't beat yourself up about it, because stress, you know, that creates cortisol, and that's what helps. And that, sorry, not helps, but that's what will hold our belly fat as well. So get over it and then just get back on the wagon the next day. That's all you can do. All right. So you need to just brush it off and just say, right, no, I'm going to go, I'm going to do this again, and I'm going to start again. It's as simple as that. So yeah, accept your setbacks and then just work through them and then over the hurdles. So actually, that's probably about it in a nutshell, I reckon. I'm going to stop there. So if you're interested in my ebook, you know, you can go to my website, inspiredfitnesssolutions.com. You can grab the free ebook off there. There's 5 different workouts. And then there's also another ebook that I've got in the volume 2, which is only like $10. And that's with the resistance band workouts. And you can follow me on Facebook. So every day I do, you know, I've got loads of videos on things that, you know, maybe it's, you've got exercises for sore backs, exercises for, I've just done one today on plantar fascia. So there's always something in there to educate you and to help you on your journey.
Great. Thank you, Carolyn. And what we might do is pop those links underneath this when you can share them with me, your website and those links, and that way I can help people get them. So thank you